comments right, a distraction means something is hiding. So what's hiding?
The opposition shit, I'm guessing. What the fuck? All the rest of it is, I mean, because what the fuck? That's the only thing that's like big that ain't been uncovered. All the rest of it is just small ass fucking. And it's some back end fucking shit where niggas think that they organizing some shit. It ain't organizing a fuck thing. That's it. Bottom line. And the opposition, honestly, I wouldn't even say that they are separate, because sometimes it seems as if they work together. I'm over it. I just want to know the motherfucking story at this point. Because guess what? It ain't shit else going on. Now, I keep trying to run this motherfucking presidential campaign with y'all. Y'all don't want to do that shit. Listen. Try to play games with y'all niggas. Y'all don't want to do that shit. Try to read books with you niggas. Y'all don't want to do that shit. So guess what? Only thing y'all like is this streaming shit. So I'm about to stream this crap. This bullshit. So they can lie to our face and play in our motherfucking face. Because that's what we like. We like the face play.
There's a good question down in the comment section. There's a good question down there.
What's the good one?
Did BK defend Bella after AJ's response?
Huh?
Did BK defend Bella after AJ's response?
Oh, I don't know.
Y'all, I'll be honest with you. Usually I wake up to watch Bella's court, but I says to myself, I don't give two Newport shorts. I don't give a damn. So I wasn't gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can't with the same thing. This happened last year, the same thing. But no, he didn't. So he didn't. Well, you know what? Let me tell y'all this. Something that HB said the other day. And she says to herself, well, I said, anyway, it doesn't even matter. HB said that sometimes she just gets bored, and so she just says whatever she wants to Breaking so that they can argue. And I says to myself, we knew that. But then the whole thing is when other people get involved, then I start to go, what are y'all up to? What is someone else bringing themselves into? What are y'all doing? Mm-hmm. So like when you get the AJ and Susu, I know Susu knows it. I don't think Susu cares, but when you get AJ and like all of this other nobodies, who cares? Then I'm always like, man, what are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all following it when you know that she definitely says, sometimes I just get bored and I mess with Breaking?
Well, that's my question with the whole AJ thing. You know you didn't hear so-and-so say anything about your child. You knew you didn't have the receipt. Now you don't want to talk about it. What's that? I asked the question. I said, what is this really about, y'all? Fuck all the other shit. What is this really about? Because we know this is stupid. We know this is for no reason. We know AJ's just... So what's this? What is that really about?
And then on top of that, you saw how quickly they moved away from, like, Nosy was supposed to be sending clips to that bro code guy and Tea Time.
Right, the big mad day that was coming that Nosy was talking about.
Oh, I didn't follow that story, but
I didn't either, but I was just like, I wonder how far that's going. Oh, everyone forgot it. Everyone forgot. No, then like Nosy changed it and she said like, Bella is such a good girl and she has a great show. I was like, but last week she was saying that she has no personality and anyone could do her show. But
that's the thing, Hippie. AJ knew I wasn't writing for her when she tried to check me about some laughing emojis in $2 comment section. That's when we deaded his shit and I never came back.
But so who wants to ride for you? Like you have to ride for someone who is about, like, who has something to ride for.
Right.
On.
Now I rode for her when it came to the boots on the ground movement, very much so. But you went right back to doing the messy shit, and all of a sudden that boots on the ground shit didn't mean a thing because you didn't follow up with it. Niggas supposed to go to Africa. Niggas was boo-hooing crying because there was a cause and a movement that shifted everybody's emotions, and So I don't know what you want me to ride for fuck shit, because you pulling on heartstrings at the same time. You fight for a cause, you get us emotionally involved, our attention is there, and then you do some fuck shit and you expect us to have that same ride for you mentality there. And that's where I have to stop. I'm not riding for you.
No, but what's so funny, AP, as you say that, I was thinking like when she was doing that, all that little activism stuff, I was just like, hey, at least she's doing something. Like she said she was going to do something and she did it, right? And then when she was boo-hoo-hoo crying about the Messy Talk Awards, and she was like, that is not an event. Because I was like, anyway, I was like, weren't you crying about it? And she tried to twist it to be like, I don't care about children who happen to be BLACK. And I was like, no, I just don't care what you are talking about, because I don't like, what are those people who try and pull your emotions? Virtue signaling. I hate virtue signaling.
Oh, virtue signaling. Got you.
Yeah, so it's like, be about your stuff all the time, but don't try and come at me and be like, don't you care about these children? I care about the children, but when you're talking, I couldn't care less about what you're talking about. If anyone else wants to tell me about kids, I'm all for it. But if it's coming out of your mouth, I don't hear a thing.
Sorry, I'm they in the kitchen early because it's raining, and I came up because I didn't want you to take it the wrong way, AP. I was answering your question because you said, "What is this really about?" And when Bray asked her,
Uh-oh. Hey guys, in the meantime, that means we want to bop the screen up. Let's send some gifts. I do have a live goal up. Gift the host and the panel. Share live.
"Sorry,
Welcome to the motherfucking Billionaire Buddy Estates." Go ahead. Hippie.
she was talking to Bray, and he was like, "Well, what's the beef between y'all?" She was like, "Well, when all that stuff happened, me and AP was cool, and then basically she switched up on me." I'm paraphrasing. So when you said like, "What was it really about?" I was answering your question like,
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. That's why I was expounding on it. And I didn't take it the wrong way. I'm expounding on that because you see the way that's the way I heard it when she said it, when Bray King asked her as well. She skipped over that part that I just explained, right?
me that she didn't say that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and everybody saw it on 4K. It was nothing that happened on the back end. So why is she purposely skipping that part, as if she didn't try to come for me for laughing in the comment section, which is where we just didn't see eye to eye. You try to make me choose a side, and I dipped and I said, deuces, if that's what you're going to be about, if that's what you called me over here to your live about, because while I'm going to go protect Tim, you telling HB, do what you got to do. I don't fuck with that. So goodbye. And I have every right to not fuck with somebody's character like that.
Yeah, because I don't know who live we was on, but when you told me, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's when y'all was in $2 live talking about the giggle police."
Giggle police, exactly, because that's what they were doing, acting like they were the powers that be that can control, just because we be over there in AJ's live or we be in Susu's live. Now all of a sudden, we're the people that have to be controlled and monitored for quality and assurance purposes in everybody else's live streams. Now niggas can't laugh. Now niggas can't talk to other people, certain people in the panel, because you're beefing with them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you mad about the HB shit, but you AJ, you used to ride, and Susu used to ride for HB. So I'm confused. So it's literally like we're supposed to be follow the leader. They want the group mentality thing clearly, because you get mad at a motherfucker for having a difference of an opinion, or you get mad at a motherfucker because you thought you could check them about their whereabouts online and they told you, no, you can't. I'm grown as fuck. Goodbye.
Well, Majestic, nobody I was repeating what AJ said. Nobody turned on me. Well, not recently, but I wasn't saying nobody turned on me.
Who said someone? Hey,
I don't know. Are you responding to something in the comments, Hippie?
Responded to Majestic. She asked me, she said, "Hippie, who turned on you?" And I was like, "No, I thought what AJ was saying is you basically turned on her whenever the so-called hate train was going."
No, it wasn't even. No, see, and that's the problem I'm having with the false. Like, you misunderstand what you choose to misunderstand. My fight is not against your misunderstanding, but let me be clear. AP was not finna hop on no fucking hate train. AP was defending Tim and making sure Tim and his family did not get doxxed or dragged or anything.
Why are
That
you
whole piece
protecting a
fucked.
man? Why are you protecting a man? Oh wait, so sorry.
Me and Tim were cool, but I'm just saying
My
that
bad.
was my friend.
I was projecting my feminism onto you. My bad. Sorry.
So that was my focus. AJ's focus was AJ.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic, can I ask you about a misunderstanding?
Okay.
So today she asked me in Bray's panel basically, why would you bring up the boots on the ground stuff in relation to her talking about a BLK child? And I was like, because basically it was I would have did the same dig because it's basically like you're an activist whenever it's convenient for you, or basically I said you're an activist, but this shows that you're not really an activist. And she said she was never an activist and we had it wrong. And I was like, okay, well maybe I misunderstood it too because I thought you were an activist. And she was like, no, I participated in one event. I'm not an activist. So
Okay, so there were no future plans to go to Africa. There were no future plans to get other people to join the cause and the movement. There were no future plans for you to talk to senators and elected officials. Like, we could roll the clip back. There are blog pages of AJ talking about her plans and what she plans to do and crying and being emotional over it. But you're saying that is not you trying to be an activist. Okay.
this is not an activist, is what she was saying. And I was like, oh, okay, because from my understanding, if you are anybody can participate in activism, but for you to be an activist, you have to claim it or, view yourself that way. And she was like, I'm not an activist. I was like, oh, well, I guess I misunderstood that prior to because,
So
Wait, real quick. Does anyone remember when Blaze used to say, I'm my skin color makes me an activist. I was born an activist. Does anyone remember that?
No, I never used to follow Blaze like that.
No, he was just like, someone was like, "Are you an activist?" He was like, I was born an activist." Something so lame. I just remember it because I was just like,
Also, I actually shared one of AJ live stream to one of my actual real life activist friends. And she came on the panel, if y'all remember this or not, she came in the panel and she was actually giving AJ advice and telling her about the activism work that she does. So again, I'm confused. Again, the receipts are there, but sure, she wasn't trying to be an activist. She's not an activist. Okay. When it's convenient. Now it's the stance is I was never. That's fine. Let's intelligent people read between the lines.
now she's not an activist.
What?
you said
She's not an activist now.
wait, Leola, you said now she's not, according to her, she's never been one. That's what she told me earlier. And I gave my reasoning for why I thought she was. I gave my reasoning for why I thought it was a big,
There's no way.
And she was like, no, hippie, I've never been an activist. I participated in activism. I was like, oh, okay, well, I was wrong.
Shut the front door. Remember when they tried? Okay, hang on. They tried to drag Dime and all the Dime pieces because we were watching that whole thing where she was screaming at people, be like, no justice, no peace. And they were like, how can you do that? This is activism. We're doing something. We're doing something real. Blah, 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 blah.
Don't get us to recap in them clips because I'm telling you,
That's just it, but like they were trying to make Dime and the Dime pieces apologize, and I was like, but we were just laughing at you. We were laughing at you. We weren't laughing at the activism. They're like, yeah, y'all are just sitting there doing all this. Man, now she ain't an activist. I've heard it all. These people get amnesia. She was like, and then she was like, oh, how dare these people? People were, because she was like, I'm out here, boots on the ground, and then some people are trying to come and make me battle for them and battle in the name of this boy. What? I have heard it all. I have heard it all. This is hilarious. Man, and these people want to talk trash about me? BITCH? Y'all, I have nothing else to say after that. This is high comedy, hippie. What is comedy?
It's lying. That's what it is. It's lying. She's straight up being a liar.
I figured out why they don't like $2.
Because $2 keeps on running her
Because
mouth.
she's the hypocrite finder. That's why.
Calling people out, but she's been doing that forever. That is so crazy. She said that she's. Then why was she so mad about the Messy Talk Awards?
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is what I'm saying. That's what I said.
She's defending it so hard that they even spoke on that event. Why are you so emotional about some shit that AJ apparently I didn't give a fuck about? I was just there that day.
That's it. That's
No, don't. Just because someone says they're an activist, don't go help and being like, oh yeah, I support you. That's why I support nobody but myself. That's why, right there. Like, hey, I'll go and have a weekend trip to go with $2 and them and party and all that kind of stuff. But sure ain't gonna find me marching with someone who next day is gonna be saying that your children is a gorilla.
It will
That's
be funny
it.
as
That's
fuck
fucking
to
weird.
play back the clip of AJ screaming to the top of her lungs, "No justice, no some whatever the phrases and sayings were."
They were trying to make us apologize.
Philly been ashy for like a week down there.
They really were trying to make us apologize. They were coming after Erica. They got pictures of Erica and being like, look at Erica, look her, all that kind of stuff.
Right, but AP, according to her, it wasn't activism. She was a mom. She saw another mom hurting, so she advocated for that mom. So it wasn't activism.
No,
that's the way
right
she put
there.
it
Why
today.
would she get mad? But no. But why would she then still get mad that that event was
I can't answer why, Leola. I don't know.
These people are.
So hold on, Leola. What that sounds like, hippie, is that they gave you good PR because now it's time to clean it the fuck up. Because they know we're going to attack what she previously, the work she had done. We've been doing it since I've been doing it, right? Since my child got attacked. So now that they find there is a big hypocrisy, clean it up and say instead that you were never an activist. You were just a regular person fighting for another regular person because you saw. That's just good PR. They PR'd you. They
did a Blaze gaslighting maneuver, but it's trash. They weren't good at it. Idiots, man. Y'all, I wasn't around because today I was like, I'm having my day. I'm going to church. I'm going to be good today. But that is nuts. I ain't an activist, but then you guys remember didn't she go in on Libra? Because she said Libra made the Messy Talk list, and she was like, she knows that this was so much for, like, she went off on Libra, dragging Libra for a whole.
I tell you, y'all need to recap the video clips of AJ talking about the future plans of what they were gonna do since they went to that event, and I'm telling you, it is that's more than just a human being stepping in and fighting for another human being. It's way more than that. And then y'all also need to look at them reposts on Facebook, okay? HB even said she reposted like thousands of times. Like, it got traction. But you're right.
That's why I don't really follow around those hashtag activists. You guys, listen, let me just tell you, they were making fun of my hair being the same color of my skin, but what they don't understand is, who cares? Because right now, Kiana has braids that are the same color of her skin.
I get dragged for the blonde wig too, because I chose blonde, but whatever.
Me, that's why I don't jump in on these more high ground conversations, right? I'm not going to jump in talking about what AJ or AP or whoever said about somebody's kid. I just know I'm not going to talk about no kids. I'm not going to jump in talking about LT or T-Town talking about colorism. I just know that I'm not going to try to be colorist. It's like, I can't police everybody on Messy Talk because it's always going to be something like this where at the time, yeah, the dime piece is getting dragged and they're like, oh, they don't care about BLK issues. Then months later, it's like, well, you was just there, huh? You not even an activist, and I guess you don't really care about it either. It's like, I can't, like, jump in for nothing,
Oh, but here's the thing, though. That's why whenever I noticed when I think yesterday what LT was yelling at BlackBerry, and then people all in the comments were going, that's colorism, whatever. My whole thing is like, when it comes to messy talk, everyone is so flip-floppy that they will use whatever they need to in order to like say that's like shun someone else away. So of course they're gonna say, oh, LT's being colorist. But at the next day, then someone's like, real talk, they made a picture of Nitra as Caesar from that show, from that movie, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know who did that? AJ.
But also outside of that picture, after the thing with her and Rizzy, then Rizzy made a video with her as like a caricature, like an Angel Mama type of thing. So it's like, well, bro, y'all all doing it, so ain't no need of me trying to jump in and condemn nobody.
And again, just be honest and just say, hey, you guys, listen, you're a trash person, or you're a bad person, or you don't give an F. I say all the time, as an American, I don't give an F. If y'all want to call it colorism, call it colorism. Y'all can call it whatever I want. As an American, I can say whatever the HE double hockey sticks I want to, and I can't go to jail for freedom of speech. Guess what's freedom of speech? If I want to go ahead and scream outside N-word, the hardest ER ever, I can do it because I have the freedom to. People need to start understanding. If someone's to call you colorist, like, and? Call me racist, and? What are you going to do about it? Nothing? What, are you going to call your congressman? Oh, that's really going to stop anything. Get the H on. Get the F out of my face. These people, I'm so happy I missed this.
So I want to say what's really weird is that in Bella's court earlier today, it was a lot of people saying fuck AP and her child, but yet when I went to your page, it said follow back. I'm thoroughly fucking confused.
But I thought people like kids.
I'm thoroughly fucking confused.
Hey, Chomp. It's not a horrid blonde job. It's actually have lowlights and highlights. I like it as long as it's not pink, so that y'all know. If it's not, because if it was pink, then you would know my crazy brain is doing something crazy. But it's a normal color.
Me on track of whoever's about that shit and supporting AJ's fuck shit and what she did, and let me know so I can block them, because I don't understand for the life of me why these weirdos are following me by the droves.
But they're followers, AP. They're just
Wait, $2 got an opposition page? I love it.
Jade is next, and Ray should be getting hers up and running soon.
But I'm saying, like, they're literally followers. Like, that's it. Some of these people, like, I think every once in a while, like, if I go to like Breaking's Live or Tea Times Live, I get like a whole bunch of followers. But it's like, no, there are these people who are literally followers.